Well, hello, you. How are you? Get on in here, get on into the porch. If you haven't figured it out yet, the porch is a very universal place, but it's also a very personal space. And the porch is an extension of my home, literally, and the porch is an extension of my soul, my intellect, my emotions, my transparency, all of that. So, welcome on into the porch. It is a place that is my authenticity and intimacy, and it's your church. We be the church together. We are the energy of the church. And so welcome in. I'm Red Dirt Preacher, also known as Lainey. I don't have a damn clue what I'm going to talk to you tonight about, but I wanted to sit on the porch with y'all. I want you guys to know, first of all, one thing. Yep, I sit here and do this work, and it's authentic and prophet, preacher, teacher, Heyoka, Aquarian, all that nice adage that we view people now through those eyeglasses. I am creating a conscious global church, and hopefully this church is for everyone that finds themselves spiritually homeless. I'm a legitimate Reverend Quinlan. Quinlan is my last name. Don't wear it out and don't call me late for dinner. Anyway, so legitimate. But Red Dirt Preacher seems to fit me well because I'm from Oklahoma. The dirt and the clay there are red, and once you get it on you, you just don't get it off, whether that be your jeans or your soul. So, and for other awesome, serendipitous reasons, it's Red Dirt Preacher. So I'm on call to build a church, and that's what I did. I just didn't need wood and nails. Yay! So because I understand that we are the church, and all we got to do is just turn on the light bulb, and we get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And so that is a call on my heart. I want you guys to know also that in case you didn't know, I also carry a group here on Facebook that is #NJake. It's an acronym for Not Just a Kid in Power, and it's to encompass the children's Christ conscious movement, the conscious kids that are coming up now in the way that they're starting to pop up everywhere, teaching children to be conscious and teaching conscious parents to raise conscious kids. So I do have a group that's connected to the porch here. And like I said, again, the acronym is NJAKE for Not Just a Kid in Power. I would like Not Just a Kid in Power to become the new DARE program and interweave it with the schools so that children know that they are empowered right where they are. No more ism on them for being small, and that they are valuable and powerful right where they stand. And it retrains the staff and the teachers and the adults in the house of the school to treat our children with respect because that they deserve. And the greatest ism that ever happened was childism. And our children are being oppressed all the time and don't have a voice, whether when they go home or when they go to school. And I aim to change that. So that's what NJAKE is about. And then on the other spice of life, so there's the porch here, and then there's NJAKE. Not to mention, do remember that the porch ties into the lives of Wings of Grace Orphanage, headed up by our brother Regan over there in Uganda. There's plenty of links here on the porch and ways to help. And if you would like to donate, do get a hold of me personally, and I'll show you personally how to do so. And you can even send cash straight to me. I'm an honest engine. So toot toot. I send the cash right over to Regan, and a lot of times I do it right here on the porch in front of you. Kind of like Blue's Clues, we got mail. So don't forget to raise up and empower the children that we look after. And there's 30 of them, and there's almost 450 of us. So if we spread the love around, we're really raising up at one map orphanage in Uganda. So yay for that. Something else that I'm working on is I'm working on a big expo in the spring. And so it's going to be a little bit of crossbreed. I'm marrying together the 1111 Revolution along with the Paul Revere Revolution that needs to be rode. And America needs to be united again. And together we stand, and silent we fight, and we know this. And not only am I asking for the revolution of those that live in America to change the way things are and stand up and be heard, because we do need to do that by number. Jury duty. Y'all stand up and be heard. America's going down the drain, and we got to do something about it. So it's not only that, but it's also a crossbreed event. It's for the 1111 Revolution that we know has been here virtually for a long time. And I would like to connect it and put it into the real world, therefore, by having an expo right here in Georgia. So anyway, looking forward to that in the spring. if you got gifts, if you're a talker, teacher, speaker, teacher, shaman, way shower, drum beater, musician, all of that. And if you would like to lend your hand and volunteer your time to help make the 1111 Expo revolution that I'm going to have in the spring here in Georgia, something amazing, do let me know. So I'm excited that I got the ball rolling. A lot of you are called into action into your life as divine spark goes off inside you and you get handed something and you're like, oh, that's too big. How am I going to do that? That's what happened to me. Jesus is like, take this out in the streets. And I'm like, how do I take the porch out in the street? And I'm like, oh, I've been working this, noodling it out with you guys out loud. If you haven't been watching the videos, we're starting to have an ongoing conversation here on the porch. It's less like, ooh la la and aha and revelation and these chunky parts. We're starting to now have a more fluid conversation here on the porch. So a revolution is where we're going. And you know what happened today? I bought a brand new shirt from the store, and I'll be darned if the back of the tag didn't catch my eye. And the brand on the tag said Revolution. I literally have it on. I was like, are you kidding me? So you guys, if you go back and watch the videos for the last week, 4 or 5 days, I keep giving you instances of how I, Lainey Quinlan, aka Red Dirt Preacher, I keep getting all these signs and synchronicities. Plus my A-team told me to ride like Paul Revere and let them know that oppression is coming and really raise a flag for unity because we need it. Unity in our hearts, tie our porches together. This is going to be a hard winter, and the way that we're being separated, we're only going to get through this together, not as a single person will be eaten and spit out. So just watch the child's movie Ants. A Disney movie called Ants with a Z, and you'll get the whole picture of what we need to do, Anyway, it was a way to band together. And we are light bulbs, and we're shamans and light holders, and we're way showers. And the world is calling, and you damn know it. And I don't mean to be grandiose or anything like that, but Moses was one of my mentors about 5 years ago, and I get it. Let my people go. And God's always told me when I say, what am I going to say? How am I going to do that? He just always tells me to, like a bird, just to open my mouth. Like a bird, open your mouth. Because you're a prophet. Now come out and just lie down and let Jesus do his thing. And you guys know when you're on a roll. And I do, So, and I experienced that the last 3 years here on the porch. Wax on, wax off, Karate Kid. And now Jesus is asking me to take it in a little bit of a bigger way. Now I'll go out in the community. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, Eminem on 8 Mile. Like mom's spaghetti on my sweater already. Like, oh my gosh, I'm going to talk in real people. Laney, you've been talking in front of real people for the last 3 years, wax on, wax off. God's been training you. And I'm like, oh yeah, he has. Less playing with my hair, right? So I'm working in action, putting that action forward on a divine spark and saying, okay, God, I'll make an event. Even though I've never done this before in my life, I straight just called an event planner, like off of Google, like event planner near me. And I just pray like a child, like, dear God, please make this work out, and he just sends me the right people because I'm like a child like that. I'm literally navigating my life like a child, so I've never done it before. And I always pray that God brings me the help I need and doesn't give me nothing I don't need. So even on my physical porch, God will bring me people. They'll just show up, and I love that. It's just receiving what you need. So you guys are my soul family, and I don't know what your depths are and what your talents are, but God said to go fishing right off the damn porch. You can do that when it floods, right? Waiting on crest days like being chased by a slow turtle. I don't know where that came from. So he said I could go fishing off the damn porch, and right here's the porch. So I'm going to throw my fishing line out to you guys. You are my soul family. If you don't love me, you sure care about me. So you'll have my best interest in heart. Not to mention, we share common ground. We share the lighthouse, and we're way showers, and we share that 1111 bat symbol. We all have different mailboxes, but we're on the same road, the holy road of curriculum, the red road. Okay, so I know that you guys have already, if you're sitting here on the porch, you got a green light. So if you want to help, and like I said, I'd like to put this expo together, and hopefully it becomes like an annual thing where we have, 1111 every year. And it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and we become such a lighthouse, such a living church of the living spirit, reflecting back love, baby. And for all the Heyokas, it's time to step up front, be heard, bring your horse, wear your patches of power, and come on, get out of your caves, because it's time to run in there with that backwards medicine. America needs it. And I know I'm Heyoka straight crazy horse. And, understanding Black Elk and Crazy Horse and stuff. So it's really time now for that backwards medicine, that great hoop medicine. We're just going through history in a different way. And so it's really easy to follow. And you just turn on your intuition and understand the grand blueprint of things. And you go ride. And I swear if I just bang my drum, like a whole thousands of people are just going to show up, We just need that one person to go ahead and dive off the diving board. Is it okay down there? Did you break anything? It's good. Red Dirt Preacher Way, let's go. You know what I mean? It's okay. So it's time now. It's the epic hour to speak truth. It is our 11th hour. And so I'm going to be excited because I'm growing out loud in front of you because you're my family, right? I come home from school. Oh my gosh, Jesus wants me to start a revolution and Paul Revere and then my son. You know what I mean? It's great. You guys got to watch it. But do be a part of it with me. So, if you have ideas or want to be on board of this new choo-choo train of change, I dare you to say that. Get a hold of me. So, and as my family, there's no place else to grow but right here without judgment. So you guys, Jesus asking me to go outside my comfort zone. So I'm going to grow out loud right in front of you. And we'll have some scary shit. I've done some scary shit. There's some scary stuff and I'm really excited to do it. So I just wanted to peep in. This is less, it's really not a sermon tonight. It's more like, hey, how you doing? You guys want to see an outfit change? And to let you see what's behind the Red Dirt, the Red Dirt Preacher, and what I do. This is how I'm being made. So tonight I just come to you as a mom and as a daughter of God. Just telling you what's going on in my personal life. It's pretty. I bought a shirt with the revolution. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh! Boom. Anyway, and besides, that's like 6 or 7 different times that Resonant Frequency has like boxed me in the head like Mike Tyson with this since I got it. So I'm like telling A-Team like, okay. All right, I don't know how I'm going to get a horse, but I'm going to get a horse, make a flag, and go out there and look retarded. But, I gotta go tell them that the redcoats are coming. I gotta go tell them oppression is coming, stand up and be heard. Kind of thing. And we're just, we're all waiting on somebody to do that. So I told you guys, official somebody. Anyway, I'm looking forward to a big O shindig in the spring. Hopefully we can do the right marketing and all that stuff I don't know how to do. And get through a hard winter. Okay, but when spring comes, I really want to put the porch out in the community. And I think I'm going to start right here in the middle, Georgia. And I know it's going to go well. We're needing a revolution with the right hand because we got a 1776 this. And then we need a revolution with the left hand because God's here in energy. And God's been changing a lot of people, hence the conscious church. So Christ consciousness is colliding with 1776, right here on the porch. And I'm excited to put those two and two together. If I wasn't born for anything, I'm born for that. So I'm answering the call. You can't mess up being you. You know what I mean? You really can't mess up being you. So I just wanted to peep in, tell you all that. I definitely want to turn on the radio. I haven't played music for you guys in a long time. So if you're new around here, if you haven't done it in a long time, I put up a YouTube link because I don't have a radio station yet, but someday, hear me now. I'll be praying, manifesting, doing what you gotta do. You know what I mean? Being good. So, I don't have a radio station right now. So as it be, I make a playlist for you and I stick a link up. And when I do, you definitely hit that. It takes you right to the playlist. And these are tunes for your spirit. They're tunes for the porch. You guys are gonna love it. It's eclectic sound. So I want to put together a little bit of a radio link for you tonight so you can have the porch radio can be on for you. I think that it's Medicine is Music and it's been a little loud lately. So I just want to turn on the radio. That'd be good. Other than that, I'm going to finish my Dr. Pepper in my champagne glass, which has become a new norm for me. I think this is awesome. Anyway, I just wanted to let you see me tonight and what's going on in my life. And, my son had the last game of his fall ball, thank gosh. I'm outside 47 degrees in Georgia, sitting on a metal plate for 3 hours, just freezing, you know what I mean? So it was my son, it was his first time he's playing ball, and I was really excited to check that off as a parent, so woohoo, I like being a baseball mom. This is pretty awesome. So just a little bit about me, little doodad there. Anyway, I think the next live that I'm going to have with you guys is something that's been on my mind, and it's really heavy, and I got triggered, and I know that we're in like Scorpio season and everything, it's all shadow work. Well, I have some shadow work that I have some shadow work to happen to me. And I think the more transparent I am, the more I tell you my own damn stories, the more that you can see yourself in that and go, it relieves us and it releases us. So I think it's great for the fellow traveler for us to see right through somebody else. And that's the shit that breaks and bridges the racial river. You know what that is? The new skin color is transparent. Isn't that great? Nobody's a color. We can see through everybody. No bullshit. So I'm aiming to help, one of these days we're going to have an enlightened mind where the skin color is literally transparent. That's just great. That's great. That's good for everybody. There's no lying around that. Like everybody can see each other. You walk up like, hey Bob, yeah, what's up? I think your thymus gland is, let me turn around there. Yeah, I can see right through you. You might want to get that looked at. Oh, well, thank you. And with the skin, we walk around like, look at her. Come on. We definitely should have showed up a little transparent. Okay? Anyway, I'm going to get off of here. And I think when I come back here, I'm going to be very vulnerable, out loud, truthful and stuff. But really, a real Babe Ruth message, in my throat. So, it is what it is. We're always medicine and we're mirrors to each other. I love you. Stay kind, stay on your mind. And thank you so much for supporting the porch. Mwah!